If you are not bored or angry or irritated, there is space in you.
There are so many people out there in this world who are looking for the best way how to live their lives and approaching various circumstances that may arise on a day-to-day basis. And in this video, Eckhart Tolle shares a very unique way how we as human beings should approach life and go about living our lives on a day-to-day basis. Let's jump into the video and hear what Eckhart has to say.
It is therefore vital that you have space in yourself. Be aware of space in yourself. A very simple criterion to use is if you are not bored or angry or irritated, there is space in you. And so your life then is continuously a movement of being there as a form identity, but knowing yourself essentially as the space. Then you are free from being trapped in the form and making your life a misery. Because no matter how hard you try and what you do, you can do all the right things. But if the valley is missing in your life, then the most vital dimension is missing from your life. Because no matter how hard you try, if the vital dimension is missing, your life is one-dimensional, and then even the greatest success. The beautiful thing is you can still play in the world of form, and you play more beautifully when you realize it is only a relative truth. And anything that you achieve as this mountain is only relatively true and valid. And it'll come to an end. And everything you achieve as a mountain will have its other side to it. Everything you lose, there's loss and gain. There's always the interplay. You may gain many things, and they will produce their own challenges, and you'll see the other part of success. And so no matter what you do, you will never for long find that now your life is actually great. It's working. It's all working now. That on the form level never really happens for very long. But that doesn't matter when you're in touch with the formless. However, I'm not saying that if you're in touch with the valley that it does not affect the world of form. It does. You will notice that, first of all, the sense of heaviness and seriousness goes out of your life. And when you're no longer dealing with situations and people from that place of seriousness and heaviness and ultimately anxiety and fear, then the world that you experience, or what you experience as the world, changes. Because a different quality flows out. It is that quality that comes from the unmanifested. So there tends to be a great improvement in the way in which you experience the world, because you experience in a more gentle way. Even the so-called problems are experienced in a more, because you are not feeding the so-called problems with your reactivity and your heaviness and your fear. Because the more fear you bring to the challenges, the greater the challenges become, or the so-called problems become, through your reaction. And it's only from the place of being the valley that you can be in a state of non-reaction when challenges arise in the form of people or situations. But if every challenge brings out the fear, and you cannot be without fear as long as you're identified with the mountain, because you want to survive as this thing. That fear only goes when you're in touch with the space. And then you don't need to react. Respond when necessary, yes. React, no. And many problems are dissolved when you simply don't react, because quite often there's nothing much you can do. Anything you do, in many cases, not all, sometimes action is required, but in many cases, anything you do, you only add to the problem.
If you find this video and knowledge helpful, let us know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up. so that we can create more video like this one.